the... Oh, we're still going. Okay. Sorry. First morning with the Ask the Expert with my new camera person. Thank you very much, Fudgy. Anyway, I'm Jeannie. We're doing Ask the Expert. I'm not going to say that too often because I'm going to get tongue-tied. Anyway, we're doing Ask the Expert. Otherwise, send all your questions in and I will answer them. And if I don't know the answer, I'm going to make it up and it's going to sound really good anyway. So a few of our questions came in about wardrobe. First question is, what are your favorite boot storage solutions? Do I buy inserts? And then also, what are the best methods for dusting? So I love this question. Oh, this is going to be a great morning. I'm just going to keep messing up my words. But anyway, I love this question because it is so important to take care of your shoes. Shoes, well-made shoes last forever. And if you take care of them, you're going to get so many more seasons out of them. One thing I do recommend in the off-season, always take them to the cobbler, get them cleaned up, resoled, and then they're ready to wear when you're starting the winter-fall season. What I do like are boot inserts. Now there's different kinds. You can get them at the Container Store, Bed Bath & Beyond. In fact, if you have those coupons for Bed Bath & Beyond, make sure you use them because I read in the Washington Post, they're taking them away. So get all those 20%ers out of your wallet and go buy some boot inserts. There are multiple kinds. Quilted is a nice soft kind, but I actually really prefer, and this depends on your stance on plastic, these plastic ones. They're great. They can adapt to any size boot. You slip them in, they go right in, and then you've got a perfectly well-shaped boot. Also, with your boots, make sure you buckle, zip, tie, whatever it is, and keep them in that condition all the time. They will hold up better if they're in the properly tied position. Now, how to clean them. You can do a boot brush, things like that, but the easy hack way to do it is either take a Swiffer or take these nice little cotton archival gloves. You can buy them at photo shops, you can get them on Amazon, and you can really get in all the grooves, you can get into the buckle, everything, the heels, and you know, you can keep using these gloves over and over again. Oh, my gloves are not very dirty, so I must have a very clean boot. Anyway, I do recommend these. They make them for short boots and high boots. Most of my short boots stand on their own, so I don't need them, but for anything that's a suede that may fall, definitely put an insert in. Okay, I hope I answered that properly and extensively. Now, the next question comes from another person whose name will be nameless. And they want to know what the difference is between a curtain and a drape. Very good question. Most people use them interchangeably. You can use them interchangeably, but there is a difference. A curtain is a much more casual, sheer fabric. It can be short, like a kitchen, like a cafe curtain, or it can be long. It's on a rod, and you are able to move it with your hand. And again, it's sheer. You can see through it. Whereas a drape is a bit more formal. It's generally pleated. It also has another layer, like it can be a blackout, it can be something else, but it's a denser coverage for your window, and it's generally on a track so that you have to use a cord to open and close. Those are the difference. You can say them, but if you're really trying to show off in front of somebody, use the proper terminology. Alrighty, so next question is for all you parents. My kid hates dust jackets, so we've taken them off all of his picture books. Is there any reason to hold on to them, store them, or should we just toss them in the recycling and use them for art projects? I love this question, actually, because if you don't like them, if your kid doesn't like them, you don't need to keep them. However, there'd be some great ways to incorporate them into projects, such as doing shadow boxes. Like if there's a book, let me step back. If there's a book that your child loves, hold on to the dust jacket, put it away, put it in their memento box, which we can talk about in another subsequent Ask the Expert. But you want to make sure that the ones that the kid doesn't care about, recycle them or use them for really fun art projects. You can make collages out of them. You can also do, I like to make shadow boxes, especially for little kids that hold some of this three-dimensional stuff they love, and that would be a great backdrop in one of the covers. It also shows where they were and what stage of their life, what books they were reading, what was important to them. And then the other way, which can be a much more temporary solution, is to cut the cover and then make it an artwork in the bedroom. And you can do it with actually, you can use these things. Inexpensive clipboards. I like the clear ones, and then you could actually just put the artwork right in. You know, we changed the phone, we didn't put the ringer in, but we didn't account for the house phone ringing. And it's just gonna ring throughout it. So, because this is live. Anyway, so going back to the artwork, it could be an embarrassing call though. Hold on. Oh my goodness. And it's still ringing, but we won't hear who's leaving a message. But you know this is not recorded, this is live happening. Anyway, so I would either do a clipboard and you can hang them and then you can change them out as your child's taste in books changes, or you could do fun photos, anything. It's temporary and it's easy, and then they're constantly reminded about the things that they love. Now let's do one more question. We have so many good ones, but I'm gonna go with, let's see. Is it time to digitize my music library and get rid of all my CDs? They take up so much space, but I don't have the time to download each one individually, and I can't imagine throwing out all the album artwork. Now, I got rid of almost all my CDs, except for the ones that meant something to me, whether they were a friend's band, maybe it was just like one that I listened to all the time, and I think it's okay to save ones that mean something to you, but the ones that you can get on iTunes, get on Spotify, it's time to let them go, digitize them, either get them back on Spotify and not even have to worry about ripping them, or you can send, if you have tons of them, you can still send them to people that do ripping, or you can hire a TaskRabbit person to come to your apartment and just rip all the CDs onto your desktop if you don't have the time to do that. As for artwork, really be selective. Pick out what you like. I happen to know the person that sent this question, and they're this phenomenal graphic artist, so I can understand why this person doesn't want to let go of the artwork. But again, maybe you don't need the back cover, maybe you just need the liner notes, maybe, you know, whatever it is, and then you could either put them in one of those smaller CD books and just have the artwork, or again, hire someone, have all the artwork scanned so it's on hand. It depends if you're someone that wants to have that tactile experience of looking at something, or if you just want to see as a reference. So what I suggest is get rid of as much as you can, hold on to the things that mean something to you, and then hire someone to do the rest of it for you. Okay, due to the interruption of the phone, I think we've had enough on Ask the Expert this morning. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you start sending your questions in all the time, because we're going to do this on regular. And thanks so much. Have an awesome weekend. Bye.